Welcome back to the channel. I'd like to say I made a boo-boo, all right? Hey, these things happen. Just take a look at the framing of where the TV is and the framing in which I'm putting up right now, and let me know if you can spot it. What went wrong? They say measure twice, cut once. I measured about 5 times, and I still missed it. Can you see it? Do you see it yet? Well, good morning, and welcome back to the channel. Yesterday was day 3, and it was a very intensive day in putting the framing, the central framing around the TV up. I was a little distracted because we had a guy come in to measure my garage door, and during that time I got sidetracked a little bit, okay? I made a little mistake. Now, through full transparency, I got no problem showing my mistakes because this is how we learn, all right? But we gotta stay focused. I put the framing up, and you know what? Let me show you. So if you look at the TV itself and the framing, I stood back this morning to take a look at it. And this is Friday. This is day 4. So what is that? That started Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, day 4. Looking at where the TV frame is, you can see how the TV is off by, actually, let's see how much it's off. Because right now, if you look here, let me see, here is wider than here, all right? And that gap, I have 5 3/8 of a gap there, and I have 2 3/4 of a gap there. Also, this is the center line of the television, and this is the center line of the frame. So I need to undo 2, 4, 6, 8 screws, then shift the entire piece over roughly 1.25 inches. I'll make the actual measurement when I'm ready to do it, and move everything over to where it needs to be. The good point about this whole thing is this television can shift on the bracket that I have it on. All right, so I gotta pull this back, hang it out there while I undo those and then shift it over and then redo those. Now I do have a box on the back of this that I built yesterday, and it should go with the frame. Actually, it's gonna go with the frame, as long as I pop up the bottom piece from this part of the frame. All right, but this whole thing is held on by the 4 pieces there. So, yay me. All right, I'm gonna get to this. I'm gonna have to pull this TV out a little bit more. All right, let's go back to speed motion. Little victories. That's what we've all want, right? Get the little victory and make the whole day go well. So now it is centered. Let's take another look. She is centered. All right. We have center line, TV center line for the logo, center line for the flame. It's all gonna line up. Now, let's get some shiplap on this thing. I gotta cut this one out to get this right. Then install drawer slides. I wanted to put it up here, but now that I moved this box over an inch and a half, my 12-inch drawer slides no longer fit. So I do have the one down here. So, or just make a cubby hole here for this one. And all right, some more shiplap. Let's get to it. Gotta flip it over. Flip around. I'm gonna have a trim piece that's gonna go around that, so we won't see the ends. Well, welcome back. It is approximately, I don't know what time it is. I'm getting hungry. It's time to eat. About 1:30 p.m. Friday, July 27th, 2025. No, what's the date? I don't know the date. It's Friday. Look it up. Google it. Anyway, the front is almost done. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have lunch because I'm hungry. And I have some trim pieces that I'm going to put around. Now I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to trim it in wood, natural wood, or I got to trim this as well, or will I trim it in the white white trim boards that I do have. They're 1x3s. I don't know. Any way I do it though, this edge is going to be black, okay, on the inside, all the way around, because to me that's going to look much better than trimming it in an edge of white. But the boards that's going to go around is probably going to be white, so I got to figure that out. I think I'll leave that for the last after I fill in all the holes, the pinholes for that brad nailer. And after I do that, I'm going to paint them white to offset the Swiss coffee color of the walls. And then I'm gonna get to doing the cubby holes. This one's gonna have a slide, 12-inch slide out drawer. The bottom is just gonna be a board that will open up to access the electricals. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. That one's gonna be closed. I'm gonna use this one because there's a cut right here and a cut right here, so I can actually use 4 boards, attach it to a plate, and slide the whole thing out, and it should look okay. Should, I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna do that, trim it, then I gotta start building that bench for the shoes. I just got the rack, the tilting rack for it. I'm gonna do that. Then I need to build the shelves. 2 shelves here, 1 shelf over here. I may do the LEDs later if I have enough time, because tomorrow Friday's like Saturday. It's for me. It's every day is the same amount of hours, whether I'm working on this or I'm working on this. All right, let's see how far I get today. See if I put the LEDs in it for today or tomorrow. I don't know. Let's see. I'm hungry. Let me eat something and get that started. Let's see. Where's the remote controls? Let's see. Make sure everything works. A new day breaks the world inside. Your mercy greets me soft and clean. You're the reason I'd like to thank you once again for joining me on this endeavor. First time making a media wall fireplace ensemble. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it. If you could you like or subscribe to the channel? And let's see what kind of action I can get. All right. I appreciate you, and I hope you enjoyed what you watched. And there's more to come, because I'm not done yet. All right. Have a great day, and God bless.